people like Jay-Z and fucking Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth about anything, they go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
Well, that's interesting. That's, of course, Kanye West. Now, I'm not saying that Kanye West is a beacon of truth because he's all over the damn map all the damn time, but there's a lot of interesting information now coming out of the Epstein files. Now you know why neither party really wanted the Epstein files out. And here's the kicker. I want you not to forget this. They've deleted and destroyed most of that information, but the information that they still have is damaging. Now, you do remember that Pam Bundy and Cash Patel and Dan Bongino said there was no more files. Do you guys remember that? As a matter of fact, they said there was nothing else to see. First time Pam Bundy said that the files are on the desk. Then Pam Bundy changed around and says she wasn't talking about those particular files. There was no more files. And then all of a sudden, there was some more files. Then they said this is all of it. Then they gave some more files. Then they gave some more files. Then they just dropped 3 million pages of files. And all of this time, I'm supposed to believe any damn thing that's coming out of Cash Patel's FBI or the DOJ. And by the way, I heard that the DOJ has just fired, what's the fella name? Todd Blanchard has just fired Ed Martin. Ed Martin was the chief of the DOJ's weaponization working group. What's the reason he got fired? Pam Bundy, Todd Blanchard, Cash Patel, either they're working to destroy Donald Trump or he's helping them. You got to come to that conclusion. Either he has confidence in people who's trying to destroy him. We're going to get to J.D. Vance in a few minutes too. Because Peter Thiel's story is pathetic. The whole thing he said pathetic. And you don't forget the one simple fact that people keep ignoring. They told us that Jeffrey Epstein was the only one that was molesting the children. Do you remember those statements? They told us that Pam Bundy said those files would never get out. It was only of that disgusting Epstein. She said those files can never come out of the victims. Listen, you bitch. We wasn't asking for the files of the damn victims. We were asking for all these damn perverts in the files. You got to ask yourself, either Donald Trump was covering for somebody or he was covering for himself. Because there are some accusations in the files about Donald Trump, by the way. That's a fact. There's an accusation. We don't know how accurate it is, but it's an accusation. I was always under the mindset if they had the dirt on him, they would have released him already. Now we have the fellow who was producing Melania's movie. He's in the file. We're going to let you play a little. I got a little short clip of him too. Brett Retner or something. It's so laughable because Piers Morgan asked him the question and he won't answer the damn question. These people, they really do think you are stupid. I don't believe one damn word none of them says. Not one freaking word. These people will assume as lies look you in your eyes. They don't mind lying. Lying is a part of who they are. According to some of these emails, it's just about everybody's in the damn files. But Elon Musk is in the files. Everybody's in the files. Patti LaBelle is in the files. Jay-Z is in the files. Now, you know who's not in the files, though? I find this, unless they're going to come up later and show me, because I haven't seen anywhere that Vladimir Putin is in the file. Why do you think they've been going so hard against Vladimir Putin? I mean, inquiring minds would like to know. But I don't think Vladimir Putin is in the files, is he? And here's the kicker. Even perverted Joe Biden is not in the file. Ron DeSantis is not in the file. But JD's finance guy is in the file. Peter Thiel is JD Vance's finance guy. And here's the thing. JD Vance is literally going to insult our intelligence. I've never seen JD Vance so uncomfortable trying to talk about this. He said that Peter Thiel just had confidence in him. He didn't really want anything from him. Nigga, do you think I'm that stupid? No billionaire gives you $15 million and don't want nothing in return. Child, please. Nobody believes that crap. See, when you start lying like that, I know you're trying to insult my intelligence. And then I get offended. I got a name call. I got to talk to you disrespectful because you calling me stupid. Nobody believes what you're pushing. What I like to know is, could somebody explain to me how anybody credible, if you tell me you got confidence in Pam Bundy or Cash Patel, I'm going to tell you trash. I don't believe a damn thing you say. Nobody's that stupid. Here is, do you remember when, was it Kennedy who asked Cash Patel this particular question?
If anyone did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself, there is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
Why don't you have any more information? And see, what I find laughable about this whole damn thing is that for years, you can go back to J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover was notorious for blackmailing people. And Cash Patel wants me to believe that people would just hang around Jeffrey Epstein because he was a wonderful guy. We didn't want anything from him. He just wanted, even though we got all these emails of interchanging, people lying saying they barely knew Epstein, and we see all of this 1,000 times your name is mentioned. The hell is you talking about, man? Do we look this stupid? These people really think we're stupid. Now you got to ask yourself, why was Donald Trump so adamant about not letting it out? I mean, you have to be a fool not to ask yourself that question. I don't trust no damn body that much. Here you're telling me that we got evidence that children were molested in the damn files. Is that a fact? We got evidence that children was molested in the file. This is the fact. I'm not going to argue with any damn fool who says anything different. There were children molested, and Jeffrey Epstein is not the only one. Prince Andrews wouldn't have been in trouble if Jeffrey Epstein was the only one. Do not insult our damn intelligence. And you remember when Donald Trump was so adamant about it, he got a little irritated with us. Said he didn't want our support. He was upset that we kept talking about these damn files. Nigga, Mr. Lil Hands, this is why we was talking about this. See, if you just be upfront, I don't have to insult you. But when you start trying to get adamant about something, I know damn well you lying, I'm not going to be nice about it. I don't care who gets offended. I like insulting people when they lie to me. Matter of fact, it makes me excited when you lie to me. Nothing I love more than insulting you. Because somebody would ask me, well, why you got to call names? Ask your mama that question. I ain't answering your damn questions. What I look like, you will interrogate me? Because I do what I want to do. That's why I did it. I'll call you a damn name. You need to be called name. The question is, why are you insulted that I'm calling these people who's protecting child molesters' name? You're more concerned about me name calling than you are about the children being molested. You must be a pervert. Because I wouldn't give a damn what somebody called child molesters and those who protect child molesters. Got to ask yourself that question. Because J.D. Vance, I got questions for you, brother. I will not support J.D. Vance. I don't care what nobody says. I can't do it. You suspect to me, fella. You suspect. And I said I wouldn't support Ron DeSantis. I'll support Ron DeSantis over J.D. Vance now. Because I'm going to let you listen to some that J.D. Vance was saying. He's insulting my intelligence now. Now, I'm thinking about getting your wife deported. Since you, maybe you and Erica Kirk can hook it up because you know how she was caressing the back of your head and thing, and people was all offended. I dare you say something about Erica Kirk. I'm gonna leave if you're gonna talk about Erica Kirk. Don't tell me you leave and leave, damn it. Hell is you talking about? Like I'm gonna say, please don't leave. Oh my God. Any grown man who tells me he's gonna leave before he leaves is a bitch. That's all it is too. I'm sorry, because maybe nobody never talked to you like this. Don't tell me you're gonna leave. They're going, well, you upset at the wrong person. I never seen so many people get more upset at the one who is exposing. This is kind of what they did to Mr. WikiLeaks. They said, we'll lock you up, we'll destroy you. But what about all of the files that Hillary and her crew had did? You're not gonna talk about that. Okay, he leaked the files, but what about what was in the files? I find it fascinating that all of these people want us just to ignore stuff. I don't trust none of you sons of bitches. I just don't. I don't trust none of you because you keep lying. And I want to, matter of fact, I want to start out with Mr. Teal, Peter, not the Stone Peter. This is a different Peter. Now, somebody was running. They said that I think he's worth like $23 billion. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of cheddar. And it's something strange about these people who so filthy rich. Why are they all mostly perverts? Have you ever seen that? Never seen so many billionaires who's perverts. You can go buy you some Pinocchio. Why are you trying to mess with children? Don't understand this whole infatuation. I mean, women are just giving it away now. And they got these teachers sleeping with little boys. A woman sure can get some ding-a-ling. She can't get no nails. I'm just saying. See, it's a perversion in the mind. That's what you got to understand. It's a spiritual corruption of the mind. They got so much money, they're so corrupt. Either they already sold their soul to the devil, or they got so much money they ain't got bored. They don't got no spiritual depth about them, so they got to do all this perverted stuff because they got an empty soul. That's the problem. I'm attacking everybody. I don't care who it is. Anybody can get it. I saw people was a little offended that I went after the little midget today. Quit running your pie hole. I don't care who you is. Don't run your pie hole if you don't want to get insulted. That's how I look at it. I don't give a damn who it is. Melania can get it if she want to. You want to speak about your director, Melania? Because I didn't hear anything about this. Trump, you tweeting and putting stuff on your truth sessions. I want to talk about that since you had a big mouth when we didn't want to believe the cocky man, you bull story, the Cash Patel, and that freaking knee pad heifer by the name of Pam Bundy was trying to put on us like we supposed. Okay, they said it. I gotta believe you. As for 2-year-olds, you tell them to go in and get a timeout because I said so. Not with grown-ups. So I want to bring up Peter Thiel. I think I got 2 clips of Peter Thiel. And then I got J.D. Vance trying to defend Peter Thiel. It's laughable. I like when you expose yourself because I never forget it. That's why I don't really trust. That's why I don't trust Tucker Carlson. I don't give a damn what Candace Owens said about Tucker Carlson. That's why I don't trust Candace Owens. Too wishy-washy. Just because you get some things right don't mean she can get it too. See, everybody else be scared of you little trolls. I ain't scared of your little trolls. Anybody can get it. Her trolls can get it. Anybody associated with can get it. Anybody wants to get it, please let me know. I'll give it to you. And I'll give it to you like nobody. I'll make you want to do something to me. Because I know how to get up under a person's skin so bad. They be wanting to fight so bad. They be telling me, you ain't going to do a damn thing but talk. That's what you going to do, talk. And take this verbal abuse that I'm going to give you. You ain't going to do a damn thing. I already know you ain't. For 15 years, I've been saying it. I've been daring somebody to try it. All they do is go, and then they figure they can't scare you by talking. Then they realize, fool, don't even get it twisted here. Don't even go there with me. Now, I want to show you. I want to get Peter Thiel first. Because the stories that Peter Thiel is telling. And then J.D. Vance, you must think we stupid or something. Now, he was on Joe Rogan, but Peter was walking down the street. This is the one that was funny. And there is an email in the files that was dropped, the Epstein files that was dropped. And Jeffrey Epstein for some reason, he and Peter Thiel were discussing a plan, some type of plan, how to destroy Iraq, Iran, Libya, Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, Egypt for the sake of Israel. That's what the email says. I'm just going by what unless it's a fake email. Matter of fact, I'll let you look at the email. I think I downloaded the email because the email is a little suspicious to me. But if the email is correct, Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Peter Thiel is a very rich guy. He likes manipulating stuff. He looks like a freaking child molester to me. But why were they discussing this? In some of they mentioned Barack Obama in the particular email. That was peculiar to me. But I want to get Peter here. I want to see if we can get. Peter was walking down the street and the guy confronted Peter Thiel. This is a guy worth $23 billion.
Mr. Thiel, do you have any comments about Palantir?
Man, I don't know why that thing took so long.
Mr. Thiel, do you have any comments about Palantir's surveillance of the American people, sir? Or any of your connections to Jeffrey Epstein?
Don't he look like one of those pervs, those rich pervs? Because you know a lot of rich guys are pervs, right? Not all rich guys, but a lot of them are.
People are rather concerned.
Because they practically can do anything and get anybody to do anything. Because if you got $23 billion, you can get a lot of people to do a lot of crazy things. Trust me, you can. People do way for less. They say a bunch of women are flying over to Dubai and let men do the number 2 on them, relieving themselves on them. I think the going rate is it 50,000, I believe it is. What disgusting skank would let somebody take a dump on her for $50,000? And anybody who dates a disgusting skank that would let somebody go over to Dubai and let somebody take a dump on you, you should never want it. She shouldn't even ever be in your presence again. What a disgusting skank. This is reality. They actually do this. I just don't discuss it most of the time because I didn't find out a whole. I just say it's so. I guess it's so filthy. I don't even want to discuss it sometimes.
About that last particular one. You're setting up a Big Brother surveillance system, and people know it, sir. You think the American people want this surveillance tech being used against them?
I'm surprised you don't have more bodyguards.
Any comments at all on the Epstein connections?
Isn't it surprising you don't have more bodyguards?
You were meeting with them. People are waking up.
Now, what I find funny is when he was on Joe Rogan. I ain't gonna play the whole clip, but we was on Joe Rogan when Joe Rogan asked him about the Epstein files. I've never seen a guy squirm so damn much. And JD Vance says Peter Thiel is the smartest guy he's ever met, according to JD Vance. Just saying. This is his own words. I'm gonna play it for you too. But I want to play. This is when he was on Joe Rogan. Peter Thiel was. He's in the Epstein file. This is the guy who bankrolled JD Vance's career. See, this is why I have a hard time. Like, you remember Marco Rubio here got the billionaire to bankroll him too? I haven't forgot about that, Marco Rubio. Don't think I forgot. Just because you're doing a decent job, don't think I forgot about. I don't forget that kind of stuff. Certain things you do. I want to get Peter when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. What did I do with that, Peter? Here it is.
Dean, a few times as well, and I think. How'd you get introduced? It was Reid Hoffman in Silicon Valley introduced us in 2014, but it was basically, and I didn't check, didn't ask enough questions about it, but I think there were sort of a lot of things where it was fraudulent. I do think Epstein knew a lot about taxes, and there were probably, these complicated ways you could structure a nonprofit organization, especially as a way in a marital context that I think Epstein might have known a decent amount. I met Epstein.
That ain't the clip I really wanted. Hold on a minute. That ain't the really clip. That's the one him just, he's dodging the questions right here. Anytime a guy worth $23 billion give you some kind of convoluted answer like that, you know he's lying. This boy is articulate, and all of a sudden he can't even speak. He even getting his thoughts and everything else. I don't believe a damn word you say.
I met Epstein a few times as well, and I think.
How'd you get introduced?
This is the same damn clip. Wait a minute. What is that? No, that's not the one. That's not. This is the guy. He goes off on Peter Thiel. Watch this.
Yeah, that seems odd. Well, here's what's really wild to me. 4 parts. It's not just one. One lecture on the Antichrist would be insane. This guy's doing a series. He's doing a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist, and
he's doing a lecture on the Antichrist? Hell, he looks like the Antichrist, them big ears.
Nobody in his inner orbit went, Peter, how about one lecture on the Antichrist or no lectures? Not 4.
Well, I don't think he understands the optics.
He certainly does not.
Yeah.
Because nobody ever tells him, no, he's worth $23 billion.
It's odd. Yeah.
That ain't the clip I really wanted, though. I wanted to get the other one. Is this the one?
You take. And, you know, the paralysis by analysis where you're just like trying to figure out.
Nope, that's not it.
Of what people would have defined AI as from 1950.
On Epstein. Because for some reason, the right one ain't popping up. Is this it?
Added in this system of people knowing things about people and using those at their advantage. I mean, that's an age-old strategy in politics. That was J. Edgar Hoover's.
Exactly what I already said. J. Edgar Hoover was notorious for blackmailing presidents, politicians, movie stars.
Entire modus operandi.
Yeah, my riff on it was always that it's a little bit different from the J. Edgar Hoover thing, and the question was always whether the people doing it knew they were getting compromised. And
what?
So it's the vibe is not that you somehow got compromised. It was more you were joining this secret club.
Right.
You got to be made.
Yes.
You're a made man in the mafia,
and you get to do crazy things.
No. It's only if we have compromise on you do you get ahead.
Right.
It's like I don't know. It's one of these
Skull and
the
bones
closet.
type
Yeah,
things.
the closet of the Vatican.
Right.
The claim is 80% of the cardinals in the Catholic Church are gay. Not sure if that's true, but directionally it's probably correct. And the basic thesis is you don't get promoted to a cardinal if you're straight, because we need to have, and so you need to be compromised, and then you're under control. But you all.
Do you hear you say it? Shouldn't that be a slander for you at the Catholic Church? he said you can't be a cardinal unless you're gay. Damn. That's why all these boys get molested then, huh?
Also get ahead.
Completely makes sense. Completely makes sense in the way to do that with especially all.
So in other words, what he's saying is that, see, this is why they want you to compromise. This is why I tell people, watch yourself on compromising for certain things. Because once you go down that road, once they got the dirt on you, it's all over. They always can use it against you. So he's saying that they don't want any real Catholic priests or cardinals. They want them to be perverts, technically speaking, is what he's saying.
These politicians who are essentially like bad actors, a lot of them, they're just people that want power and people that want control, a lot of them. And, you know, those kind of guys, they want to party. You know, I mean, that has been, you've got 2 types of leaders that are presidents. You've got pussy hounds and warmongers. Told that.
Did you hear that? I agree with Joe Rogan on that. That usually sums it up. Warhounds and whoremongers. That about sums it up there, brother. Now, what I like to do is I like to bring J.D. Vance in here. Because brother J.D. Vance tries his best to defend Peter Thiel. I just find his answers is almost insulting. I will never forget this J.D. Vance. Once somebody does something and I see it, I'll never forget it. It could be 5 years, 10 years. What about this when he said that back then? Once I hear you say it out your own mouth, I don't forget it.
So it costs a lot of money to run for office, and you got to go and raise money.
Yeah.
But I think that if your attitude is, I owe something to these people who gave me money, then you're going to end up being corrupted. And you've got to kind of take the attitude of they're supporting me because they agree with me.
Mm-hmm. Do you really think he believes that bull crap? Do you really think J.D. Vance believes that? If somebody else had said this, J.D. Vance would question him. There ain't been no damn body who didn't donate a bunch of money to no candidate didn't want some in return. If you actually believe that you crazy, whether it was that they know it's gonna help their business, they gonna want something in return. I don't care what nobody says. They ain't got that much Jesus in them.
And obviously, like, you have conversations with him. Like, you mentioned Peter Thiel. I see a lot of crazy stuff on the internet about Peter Thiel. Like, you know, he's always been a friend of mine. He's always been one of the smartest people I've ever met. Like, just a very thoughtful dude. Mm-hmm. But he's literally never asked me once for anything.
You don't have to ask you because you already sold out, clown. This is the funny part to me. He says that he's a good friend of his. He's one of the most well-thought person. But whenever Joe Rogan asks him about Jeffrey Epstein, he sounds like a bumbling idiot. Guy's worth $23 billion. Sounds like a bumbling idiot. But J.D. Vance says he's one of the smartest guys he's ever met. This is the most ridiculous answer I've ever seen J.D. Vance do it. Now, we know he was anti-Trump at first. Several more of them was anti-Trump at first. I'm going to be honest with you. Donald Trump is just not very good at trusting the right people. He's just not. He need me around him. I would say, get rid of this clown. Get rid of him. Yes, you can. Get rid of him. A bunch of them would have got fired. They never came in there.
So he just believed in you?
He believed in me. He agreed with me on a lot of issues. I mean, he definitely has, like, said, hey, I don't agree with you on this, but he's never said, I don't agree with you on this, therefore you should vote differently or act differently.
Do you believe him? Because I don't. I don't believe you, JD. And now you suspect to me, boy. Mm-hmm. I'm about to look and see if, well, I guess you married your wife. I guess she is legal now. So there's that. I was thinking about deporting you and your whole family. But there's that. We can't do that. We can't. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody lying to me. But I got a couple more clips here. Because when I saw some of this stuff, and I said to myself, you mean to tell me that Kash Patel and Pam Bundy and the people in the Trump administration, none of them saw all this stuff? You mean Kash Patel was under oath and he says that the only person that had committed any type that he saw, any type of funny business was Jeffrey Epstein himself. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can let me get this document. This document right here. This is a document of Jay-Z. And I want you to understand this. This is not me. This is a document, official document that was in the drop of the Epstein stuff. Now, if you look right here, this is from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, classified. It's not my document, it's their document. Case ID, got the case ID, Jeffrey Epstein, child sex trafficking, drafted. They deleted that name. This is back in 2019. Donald Trump was the president in 2019. In July of 2019, who was the president? Okay. I thought it was Sir Donald Trump. Okay, right here, it says that Eastern Time, they redacted a bunch of stuff, called the FBI National Threat Operations Center, NTOC, to identify herself as a victim of sex abuse by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Blank provided the following information. In approximately 1984, all this is redacted, revealed herself to as a past victim of sex abuse by Epstein. Described the abuse occurred during parties. See, this is for a P. Diddy party. Well, maybe the P. Diddy learned from them. Further identified as a friend of, in approximately 1986, resided with blank in blank. I don't know if these are victims they're redacting. An unknown man abducted blank from her home, whence she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, while Weinstein had inserted his fingers into her. You know what that means. Believes she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. In other words, they're saying that Jay-Z was there when Harvey Weinstein was fingering this underage girl. Now, how is the Mr. Sean Carter, who tries to call himself Hova, being short for Jehovah? This big lip, light-skinned Jimmy Walker, ugly dude with the gay painter's hairstyle is referring to himself as Hova. In other words, Jehovah. You got some filthy nerve. And Beyonce, with her trashy self, went and married that clown. No, we're not going to take any night. I find it fascinating to me that all of these folks, quote, in the hip hop community, who be acting as if they're about victims' right and they want the right thing, talking about slavery happened 200 years ago. But here we have Mr. Sean Carter, Mr. Jay-Z, Mr. Jigger Man with the big lips, with his ugly self. The only reason Beyonce is with this ugly dude is because of money. If Jay-Z was a bus driver, do you think he'd be with Beyonce? Matter of fact, all these little underage, because a bunch of these little women that he messed with, they were underage when he messed with them. Do you not remember that? Aaliyah, Beyonce, Foxy Brown, you can go down the list. But what got me is that they all done all this to protect them. We all, if we now know this, why haven't this came to light before then? Now, don't forget that Jay-Z is the one who invited this what's his name? Bunny. What's that freak that's gonna do the thing? Something Bunny. The guy who's performing at the Super Bowl. What's that freak's name? Something Bunny. Somebody help me out here. Something Bunny. What is it called? Bunny something. Bad Bunny. That's it, the old bag. Thank you, old bag. Bad Bunny. Do you know that Bad Bunny won Album of the Year at the Grammy? No, I didn't watch. I just like making fun of them perverts. Bad Bunny won Album of the Year, and his album is in Spanish. Is this still America? Is the language now Spanish? I don't know no damn songs by Bad Bunny, but he's a queer. And maybe that's why Jay-Z wanted him over there. All of a sudden, Jay-Z nominates him to come to the Super Bowl and perform all these American artists. He didn't pick none of them. And then he wins Album of the Year. Just like when Beyonce won Country Album of the Year. You think the Grammys ain't rigged? Are you freaking kidding me? And then that freaking dopehead clever kind of explained to me why Cher was mixed up. I think she still was full of that dope. Because the name of the album is Luther, I believe, but she was trying to say Luther Grammy. I don't know if she was trying to say Luther Vandross or Luther Grammy. And the girl was lost. You don't know how to read the information on there, who's the freaking candidate. But what got me is that how did Bad Bunny win Grammy? No, I haven't watched the Grammys. I don't know the last time I watched. It had to be probably 30 years ago when I watched one. You couldn't pay me to watch that trash. But Jay-Z, Jigger Man, who likes underage children, he wanted Bad Bunny, dude who dresses in dresses. He wanted him to perform at the Super Bowl. That's why I don't even watch football no more. I don't. I used to miss a game. I knew everybody who played on every team. Why I don't watch basketball, none of that trash. I watch boxing and MMA because when they get too political, I'll turn them off too. See, some of y'all can't turn it off. I can. It ain't that I don't like football and I don't like basketball. Trust me, I love it. But I don't like no freaking athletes, some entertaining monkeys trying to lecture me. They all should have gave the same response as Jelly Roll gave. Jelly Roll said, I'm just a redneck. I don't want to comment on ice. That's the proper answer right there. Because when they asked, what's his name, Anthony Hobson at the time, Want to ask him about politics. He's I'm a dumb actor. That's the mindset y'all need to take. Mind your damn business, you freaking monkeys, you. Jay-Z looked like a baboon if you ask me. And Beyonce, you trash. I don't care what you say. Marrying Jay-Z. I heard he was pimping you out too. We still understand that Pimp C tape, right, from me, because you know Beyonce is from Houston, right? Pimp C used the rapper that's dead now. They had a little sex tape going on. That's why Jay-Z is a little upset about that. He's a small-minded individual. Probably got a small pecker, just like P. Diddy, and he's trying to do something else with his manhood because he's lacking in other areas or something. I don't got no respect. I double dog one of these bastards to come try to tell me to stop talking about you. I don't give a damn who you is. I don't give a damn who you is. If you's a pervert, you's a pervert. Get mad at me. I'm the mailman. You got mail today. And I want to deliver a little mail around here. I'm going to go down. I'm going to hit everybody. Everybody going to get it. Don't give a damn who you is. You can get it. Now, don't think I'm on Kanye West's side, because I know that Candace Owens won't criticize Kanye West, but she criticizes every damn body else. Heifer, you don't criticize Kanye West. Kanye West admitted to going Monica Lewinsky on his own cousin when he was underage. I mean, he was having intercourse with his male cousin, gave him a fellatio. He was singing High Hitler and everything else. She won't criticize him. She won't criticize Andrew Tate. But you criticize every damn body else. Anybody can get it. I don't give a damn who it. Trump can get it. You're talking about, I give it to anybody. I don't got this favor people. My friend, I can't criticize them. Don't F it up if you don't want no criticizing. Ain't my problem. My job is to report the news. And if you get in the line of fire, I'm going to be like my man, Mark. I'm going to snipe you out. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to say, that's the one. He's the one. She's the one. Care who you is. I don't care about you get mad. I don't care about you. Nothing about you get mad. See, the other ones be caring about such and such going to come after you. I don't give a damn about none of that. But none of that. Criticize whoever I want to, however, and that's how I've always been. Since I was a child, I always criticize whoever the hell I want to criticize. Whenever I want to criticize them, however I want to criticize them. You should be suspicious of anybody talking about they're going to tell it like it is, and they got certain people they want to criticize. I didn't criticize Donald Trump so many times. That's why I'm the one keep calling him Little Hands. Little Hands ain't got the kahunas to fire Pam Bundy. Boy, her Monica Lewinsky can't be that good. What, Melania not hitting you up or something, fella? Don't understand why you just ignoring Pam Bundy, who's doing a horrible job. Cash Patel with his bug out. We need to ship him back to India. Where he from in India anyway? Ship that clown back to India somewhere. Revoke his damn green card. Whatever. Everybody is going to get it from here. I want somebody prosecuted, damn it. If you ain't going to prosecute them, we're going to talk about them like they stepchilds up in here. Everybody going to get it. Melania up here taking pictures with this Brett Ritter and this clown. He said the little girl on the picture was his fiance. Nigga, you is lying. I got a clip of him. I got a clip. You saw the picture of it. That's Melania's producer of her show. Well, you do know Melania used to take her clothes off too. Now, can we just keep it 100? Let's quit acting like she's so pure as the driven snow. We know she's the first lady now, but she used to get butt naked too. Hell is you talking about? Act like you don't think I forgot about that now. I try to be nice. When you start lying and stuff, I take the gloves off. My man Mark Andrews hit us up. We hitting everybody, Mark. We sniping out these clowns this very day. Now, if you're real sensitive, you might not want to listen, because I like to talk a lot of trash when people start lying to me. I can't stand when you lie to me. See, it don't upset me when you lie to me. Like, I'll be supporting you, but when you start lying, I'm gonna start insulting the living hell out of you. I can't help myself. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's one of my flaws that I have. Pray for me. Pray that the Lord will remove my tongue from talking trash. Miss Kimberly Geiger, he's hit us up, and Kimberly says that all this is stressing me out. Not me, Miss Kimmy. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm throwing darts, I'm throwing rocks, I'm doing all of it. Because these people are in office. Now, if it's funny that they criticize people who are not in office more than they criticize people in office. Donald Trump, who's the president? I want to know that. See, when Joe Biden was the president, all the conservatives say, we're going to criticize Joe Biden. Well, we're going to criticize Donald Trump. He's the president. Whose administration is this? The buck stops with Mr. Sir Donald Trump. I shave his hair off. Boy, I'll make you go bald and shave your eyebrows off too. Put you on that treadmill too. That's what I do for you. Make you do a couple push-ups. You may be able to get out 1 or 2 push-ups. Just saying. Here you are. You running around letting Pam Bundy just do whatever the hell she wants. Her head job can't be that good, fella. Damn. She's ruining things, and you talking about she doing a fantastic job. Which job you talking about? What I like to know, because there's something suspicious about that. I don't think Melania really cares, because I don't think him and Melania really are doing anything anyway. How I feel about it. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I don't think he ain't tightening Melania up anyway. What you talking about? Don't get mad at me. He always gone or something. Melania may have a little boyfriend on the side. You just never know. Melania probably got a little old sweet little young thing on the side or something. Just never know. Melania may be sneaking, creeping out or something. One of the Secret Service could be hitting Melania up. All I know. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it could be. If you mad at me, you mad at the wrong one. I'm just inquiring minds would like to know. My man Carthaginian out of Dallas. What you think about this, Carthaginian? All this information coming out. Ain't nobody going to jail yet. Ain't nail pervert going to jail. This is why Donald Trump didn't want it to go out. This to get out. Your vice president's finance guy, Peter Thiel, who's a Satan worshiper, if you ask me, he is so adamant. All these emails he's in, what is he worried about Iraq and Afghanistan? All this stuff. What is he talking about in these? Let me hold on a minute. Let me get this. Let me get this email right here, because that was an email of old Peter boy. Oh man, let me see if I can find it here. Is that the one? Oh, is that Bill? Oh, S. Epstein is that's I think that's Bill Gates. You do know, we've already talked about the other day. Bill Gates may have gave Melinda Gates one of those venereal diseases. Little Russian girl hooked big titty Bill Gates up. He's always talking about some vaccination. I like to inject him with every vaccination that's ever been created, all at the same time. Break his ass up. Always talking about giving somebody the vaccination. You can't give me any health tips when you got some size D titties. Do not try to lecture me, Bill Gates. You look like you'll be eating some worms, and he's disgusting looking. Dude worth billions of dollars, and you let yourself go like that. Why don't you do something about the way you look? He may need Ozempic or something. He's a disgusting looking individual if I've ever seen one. Freaking Bill Gates, boy. I can't stand Bill Gates. He always only talking about climate change and global warming. I like to pistol whip the skin off of him. Where's that damn file at? Hold on a minute, see if I can. Is this the one? That's the one. Jeffrey Epstein, dear Bill. I can't believe. Oh, that's the one. That's the one with Bill Gates got that venereal disease. That ain't the one I want right now. Because he got it looked at. Where was it? VD? Gonorrhea? What did you get? Got you a case of that, the claps, or what was it? Boy, I got him a case of something. Oh, this is the one. Wait a minute, is this the one? Oh, yeah. This is the one between Jeffrey Epstein and Peter Thiel. Let me pull it up. Because here we got the files. Now, you can't deny it. I mean, unless these files are fake or something. Now, somebody needs to ask J.D. Vance about this file right here with Peter Thiel. If there's anybody else here has something to say. I pistol whipped the hillbilly out of J.D. Where's that damn file at? JD Vance here. Okay, here's the file. This file right here, if you see right here, Jeffrey Epstein from Peter Thiel. This was on 2014. Now he said he don't really know it. JD Vance is lying and Peter Thiel is lying. It says right here, the intentionally argument would center on making sure the U.S. gets less involved with the rest of the world. Think that's the plan. The more of a mess with just lots of bad guys on different sides, the less we will do. Jeffrey Epstein sent it back and says, I keep hearing your intentionality, is that how you say it? Argument. Imagine if this mess is what Obama really wanted. Iraq, Iran, Libya, Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, Egypt. We would have to admit a strategy brilliantly executed. Why are they talking about this? Epstein's involved in every damn thing. Now, Peter Thiel said he didn't really know Epstein that well. So JD Vance is lying. Peter Thiel is lying. Does Donald Trump know about this? Of course he knows about it. The hell is you talking about? He's the damn president. And if you don't know, he's stupid. If you don't know who you got next to you, it could be because you remember JD Vance was against Trump at first. Now you're telling me that maybe it was Peter Thiel and the rest of them that manipulated and put JD Vance in front of Donald Trump. That's all I'm saying. So why would he be sending this email? And I would like to know why they was in Libya in the first damn place. Now, Barack Obama is not responsible for Iraq and Afghanistan the first time. That's George Bush. Is George Bush in the file? Because I don't remember seeing him in the file yet. I don't think I've seen Joe Biden or George Bush in the files. I didn't see Vladimir Putin in the files either. Maybe that's why they're so upset with Vladimir Putin. So you're telling me JD Vance has lied about this. Somebody needs to ask JD Vance about this. I don't want to hear no damn excuses about none of this. I don't want to hear. I want a good damn answer on why was Peter Thiel emailing Jeffrey Epstein on many occasions, not just one occasion, many occasions. He was emailing him. That's what I like to know. Scott Karachi just hit us up. Appreciate you there, Scott. I want to know why was JD Vance pretending like Peter Thiel is like the Messiah or something? Because he gave you $15 million to get you when he was running for office as Senate. I heard he helped produce his movie too. That's what I heard. The movie that he had on Netflix. I heard Peter Thiel is the one that produced JD Vance's movie. You don't say. See, this is my belief system. And I'm about 99.9% right about this. Most of these people that everybody keeps saying brilliant, they always have all these big backers behind them. Think about it. They were able to get AOC in office, Jasmine Crockett in office. Matter of fact, Mandami, they turned against Mandami. Now, I'm going to bring that up too. Because his mother, Mandami's mother, is in the Epstein files. You can't make this stuff up. How did he get in office? Maybe the Republicans wanted him in office. I mean, I don't trust the Republicans, other damn Democrats, to be honest with you. I just don't. Because all of these people who's so damn smart, they make billions of dollars, millions of dollars, but the economy is collapsing. They got all this debt and ran up. The smartest guys in the world. Every administration comes along since I've been born. They tell you how these brilliant people that work on Wall Street, this person is a banker, this person runs a successful business. He created 15,000 jobs by the age of 22. He's brilliant. Bastards get in office and they run up the deficit. They don't know how to catch none of the fraud. When they catch the fraud, nobody goes to jail. Make it make sense, please. No, I don't trust you. Give a damn with nobody. I don't trust Donald Trump either. I don't trust none of you now. because you lied to me. And when you lied to me, I want to know what is the cause of this long for this Epstein stuff to come out. Are you telling me the first time that it got released, Pam Bundy and Cash Patel and Dan Bongino, is Dan Bongino been doing podcasts? I'm about to go look him up. When he got out of office, he's talking about he don't want to hear no bull crap. Nigga, please. You done screwed it up. Now, don't get on here talking tough now, clown. And I know you guys tried to block me on Rumble too, you clown, you. You were in there second in command. You ain't do nothing. You was looking like a hostage in a witness protection program whenever you was getting interviewed. You clown, you. You was a clown. Now you a buffoon. It ain't nothing you can say. Once I know that you let them scare you not to say something, I don't hear people who get scared and they make you say certain things. I don't trust you. This is why I don't trust most of the people who report in the news, because I didn't caught them in a lie too many times. And then they get on here acting like they won. They on here talking tough, cussing and everything else. Well, you've already been suspicious now. Everybody was praising Nick Fuentes. What he gonna do? He ain't gonna do a damn thing. Freaking little closet queer. Acting like he was doing so. I saw you hanging with the queers, dude. Don't even try it now. Don't even try it. Jesse Lee Peterson, closet queer. Quit pretending. Yeah, I caught you. You got caught. Sure did. I said it right there. Jesse Lee Peterson is the closet queer. Period. I don't care who like it. Somebody got mad the other day. Why you mad at me? You go look it up for yourself. Don't get mad at me. He's the one got caught sexual harassing me. What you talking about? One dude said he fellatioed him and everything else. What you talking about? Get mad at me. It's like when people get mad because I talked about Dr. King. I know you talk about Dr. King. JFK was a whoremonger. JFK said in the files that every day he had to get him a fresh piece of PUS, you know what? That's what JFK, the former president, says. That boy was a hound, if it ever was a hound. Jackie O knew what he was doing. Matter of fact, when she had the miscarriage, he had two little dames out on the ship somewhere, banging her. What JFK was doing? Quit acting like these people are saints. They ain't no damn saints. Quit it. It's how they get in office. They got to have dirt on you when you get in office. Now, I got a couple more clips that I want you to see. I hope you don't get too mad at me. I'm not going to be able to sleep if y'all get too mad at me. Because some people got certain people they want to attack. They got certain people they want to attack. They said, this is my friend. He's my friend. They going to attack my friend. What? Friend? I don't got no friend in politics. Hell is you talking about your friend? Here's Brett.
I want to just switch gears.
Now, this guy right here is the producer of the movie. Now, you see that person he's hugged up with right there? This is that guy who produced Melania's documentary. Thought we weren't going to bring it up, didn't you, Mr. Trump? Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring it up, fella. You better damn well believe I'm going to bring it up. I got to give Piers Morgan credit. He asked the question. Now, he's going to try to laugh it off. Now, look, this is Jeffrey Epstein. Brett Renner. Is that how you say his name? Brett, I think that's how you say his name. Let me make sure here. Oh, by the way, the guy who supposedly created Bitcoin, one of the founders, remember he came up, he supposedly is in there and people trying to defend that, the guy who created Bitcoin. We're gonna get to that in a few minutes. But I want to make sure I'm saying this dude's name. What is his damn name? I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. Brett Sum, I can't remember his freaking name, but he's the producer of Melania's documentary. Ratner, that's it. Brett Ratner. Ratner.
Quickly to the very serious and big stories in the news, the Epstein files. As you know, the picture came out of you with Jeffrey Epstein with two apparently young women in it. What is your response to that picture? And what is your response to the wider scandal of the Epstein files?
Oh, well, that picture in particular happened around 20 years ago. I don't 2019, 20.
We didn't ask you when it happened to go. Is this an underage girl, you clown, you?
21 years ago, because that is a photograph of my fiance.
He's lying. He's lying. Watch this. He gonna ask him the name. He gonna say he don't want a good name because he's lying.
Who invited me to this event, and that's where the picture was taken. I was never been in contact with Jeffrey Epstein before that photo, and I was never in contact with him after.
You're a lying piece of trash, you. You's a lying piece of trash. Y'all a little too cozy right here to say that it's your first time meeting Jeffrey Epstein. No, I don't believe that crap. You think I'm stupid?
So that's a picture of me and my fiance at some event.
His lawyer told him to say that answer.
Wow. So who was the fiance, if you don't mind me asking?
She doesn't want me sharing her name. And
Bull. He said she don't want him sharing the name. What? He's not even with her anymore. Watch this.
In the case, but that's my fiance, 100%. Was my fiance.
But you're not still.
I'm not.
Yeah, I was going to say you're not still with that.
No.
He's not engaged. Yeah.
Look at his lawyer. This freaking hippie over here. I like to punch him in his eardrum.
The world's longest engagement, 20 years.
20 years ago, I was engaged to her when that photo was taken.
We're going to find out who that is, because I think you're a liar. I think you's a filthy liar. I don't believe you. If I was Piers Morgan, I'd say you's a damn liar. You's a filthy liar. That is not your fiance. And I'm going to investigate it and see if it's your damn fiance. You freaking fraud, you. Mr. Melania's producer. This is why Trump didn't want it out. Freaking clown show. He want us to believe that that's this little young girl. Let me rewind this here. This is his fiance. She looked kind of young to me. He said that was 20 years ago. You see how he started filibustering the answer? Well, that was 20 years ago. I didn't ask you how long ago it was. I asked who in the hell's on the picture. Well, that was my fiance. She don't really want me to say. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I like to take a freaking one of those Louisville sluggers and take it to his calf. Just knock the hell out his shin. Just pop them shin real good. You filthy. I do not believe you, man. I mean, they come up with the most cockabang bull story. This is like when Cash Patel, that little bug-eyed freaking. Boy, I can't say what I really want to say about Cash Patel. I want him deported. They always talking about deporting people. Let's deport Cash Patel. He ain't doing his job anyway. He flying around with his little country music star girlfriend. He always looking like he didn't hit the crack pipe. Boy's eyes is this freaking big. Unbelievable. Y'all all gonna get it now because you should have brought them damn files out the first time. And then Mr. Small Hands was got the nerve to talk trash. If anybody don't still talk about Epstein, I don't want your support anyway. Listen, Small Hands. Matter of fact, let me play Small Hands when he was when Small Hands right here was this is him when he was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. Now I know this is some kind of event, but he was feeling himself right here. Did I download that? Hold on, man. I think I downloaded it. I think I got it. Hold on a minute. That's the one. No, that's not the one. That's not it. Oh, here it is. I think this is the one. He feeling good right here. Look at him. He feeling good right there. Why is your damn eyebrows that thick? You need to cut your eyebrows. Now, this doesn't make him guilty, but everybody was hanging out with Epstein. I just don't get this. Like, he's such an interesting guy. Why did you even have Epstein there? Because he got a bunch of money? Because it ain't like he was doing a business deal with, because he don't do business. His business is blackmailing people. I don't know. I don't find nobody told me all the business dealing that Jeffrey Epstein is doing. That's what I like to know. What kind of business was all you people hanging around Jeffrey Epstein? I didn't call just about every last one of these people in a damn lie. And it's not very hard to catch them in a lie because they're not very good liars. Who is this? Oh, yeah. Speaking of Harvey Levin from TMZ, he's in the Epstein files. Reported he was a good friend that can use PR things in order to get things through. In other words, he can make you look good when you look bad. Why is TMZ, they always in everybody's damn business. Why is TMZ stayed away from the Jeffrey Epstein story? Why did they report that their founder, Harvey Levin, is it Levinston? Harvey Levin is in those files. You always running your pie hole, you freaking little cross-dresser. I bet he cross-dresses too, Harvey Levin. I haven't seen him cross-dress, but I wouldn't be surprised. Ain't he shacking up with a dude? Harvey Levin? I think he's shacking up with a dude. Who's the man in the relationship, Harvey? You the bottom or do you get on top? Just asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. It's not for me. It's my friend. My friend wants to know. Who is this?
Wow, they want to arrest me, guys.
Okay, that's not the one. No. What that other one? What did I do with the other one? I got the one. No, I showed y'all one with Peter on that one. I showed y'all that one. Let me see here. See, this is why we have. Remember when the lady was the judge who didn't know the definition of woman? See, this is why we can't get anything. Everybody keeps saying these people are brilliant. What's the name is on the Supreme Court? She don't know the definition of woman. You remember when the other heifer was running? She was being questioned. I forgot. Who was that guy who was questioning her? You remember this clip right here?
Men can get pregnant.
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was.
You freaking see you next Tuesday. You hesitate. Can men who's born with a penis get pregnant? What are you talking about? Why you gotta hesitate on anything? The answer is hell to the no. But they won't say that because everything is about politics. You know, I done got what mostly people just make me sick. That's why I can't watch most stuff. I can't hardly contain myself when they be doing something stupid. Like when me and Clever, we'll be watching a crime show and the cops will be doing something stupid. I say that's stupid. Why they not checking the phone records? Why they not looking at the surveillance in the video? It's the best evidence. Here they are going around this wild goose chase, wasting time like they're not even looking for real evidence. And this dumb broad gets on here. They should stop them immediately, remove her out there and say, we're not wasting no more time with anybody who don't know that a man can't become pregnant. The hell is you talking about? Where's the baby gonna come from? It's the question I like to know. But see, this is the political correct nonsense. I knew that we were on the slippery slope of Sodom and Gomorrah. It was back in, I want to say it was around about 2010. I said, we're going to get to the point of no return. We're here now. We're here. Oh, yeah. We're here because you got stuff that's so obvious. Why are we playing this little stupid game? Men cannot become pregnant. Why are we even wasting that? Tim Walz actually put tampons in the boys' locker room. He should be pistol whipped and drugged out of office and locked up in an insane asylum.
Going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of.
I don't about to ask you that, heifer. Do you not understand the English language? The question I ask you is, can a dude with a pecker, can he actually become pregnant is the question. I don't know how these people be having patience with these people with these most ridiculous answers. I refuse to talk to people who are just stupid. I'm serious. I'll ignore the hell out. I don't care who it is. I could be knowing you 50 years. It could be a family member stuff. When you tell me stupid stuff like this, I ignore you. I'm not going to dumb myself down by having a conversation with somebody who's making an argument if men can become pregnant or not. I'm done with the conversation. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Of many women, I take care of people with different identities.
Many women, I take care of people with. God, these people.
And so that's where I paused. I think.
That's where I paused. I'll ask you, do you have any children? Do you have a husband? So, is it a possibility that your husband can spit a baby out of his behind? Is that what you want me to believe, Heifer? I mean, are you serious? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well,
we're going, can a man get pregnant? The hell is you talking about?
The goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm.
Man, I would lose my you-know-what on this. I would. I would just lose my freaking mind. Somebody give me some ridiculous answer like this. How old are you? I'll ask, how old are you? And you have a degree? What's your degree in again? Are you telling me that you refuse to answer the question if a man with a penis can become pregnant? Is that what you're telling me? Born with a penis, you telling me that you think he can become pregnant? See, I'll get graphic on you. Because you're not finna avoid my question. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna answer me a straight question. I remember when the Jehovah's Witnesses used to show up at my house, I make them answer questions until they stop showing up. Answer my question. Answer the question. You don't want to answer the question, do you? Now, we're not finna go to no other subject till you answer my freaking question. I got questions, and you're gonna answer it. Calm your wife down, fella, because she's getting a little hostile because she can't answer the question. But you're not gonna do like you bully these other people when you go to these other houses, you freaking Jehovah's Witness you. I'm not gonna play that with you. I'm not gonna play no games with you. You're gonna answer my freaking question or leave my house. I ain't got no time for that.
Not really sure what the goal of the question.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
I can't take it. I can't take it. See, this is why we had so long with the Epstein. I played that for a specific reason. This is why we had so many problems getting Epstein. Does anybody think that molesting kids is okay? Does anybody think that forcibly taking anything from any female or any male is acceptable? So it's a known fact that Jeffrey Epstein and those who hung around him were forcing their stuff, whether the girl was 14, 15, or 16. I saw some idiots saying, well, they were 16 or 17. Who gives a about that? They was forcing themselves on these damn girls. Hell is you talking about? Like that makes a difference. I don't give a damn if she's 21. Just like when Bill Cosby was drugging these girls. What difference does that make? Why are you on this sidebar issue? Are you some kind of freak too? Why are you acting like it's okay? Well, those girls were 16. Who gives a damn how old they was? They were forcing themselves on them. Why are you making that argument? Pervert. Use a pervert. When somebody tell me that, well, these girls technically speaking, they were 16 or 17. So were they forcing themselves on them or not? Were they giving them drugs and that? What are you talking about? Like that's a relevant point. Like you just made a point. I'm suspicious of anyone who starts justifying somebody trying to take something from somebody who don't want to give it up. I don't care if they're age or underage. I'm just really pissed off when it's somebody underage. But trust me, I don't care if they're 19, 20, 30, 40. You have no business. Women are just giving it away anyway. Why are you forcing yourself on these girls? All these filthy rich men, don't you think it's a little so funny that all these filthy rich men is hanging around this perverted Jeffrey Epstein? And why would the FBI on all these different administrations purposely try to protect Jeffrey Epstein? That's the question you should be asking. Because don't tell me the CIA and the FBI don't know about it. Of course, Jeffrey Epstein was being handled by the CIA and probably Mossad too. I don't care. But ask yourself, I'm supposed to trust these people who's been protecting perverts all of this time? I don't trust you. Anybody who would try to, because the Bible says, if you're going to try to justify the wicked, if you're going to try to protect the wicked, that makes you wicked. What you talking about? Why are we having this conversation as if you have a credible argument here? Well, it's going to make somebody look bad. I don't give a damn who looks bad. You shouldn't have been over there. Hell is you talking about? The hell is you hanging? You's a billionaire hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein for what? What kind of business did Jeffrey Epstein does that make your business gain more money? Please tell me. Jeffrey Epstein business was blackmail, just like the perverted J. Edgar Hoover business when he was the FBI director is blackmail. Cash Patel ain't that smart. I once thought he was kind of smart. Either he's a freaking moron or he's been trying to lie and trick us the whole time. He's part of the damn deep state or the government of gangsters, which that little bug-eyed clown wrote a book, and he's part of the government gangsters. Can't make this up. Some freaking metrosexual bedwetter told me, why do you have to name call? Boy, go ask your mama that question. Do not ask me none of that. Why do you have to name call? Ask your mama why she gave birth to you. That's what you need to do. And ask her who your real daddy is. Since you got questions, clown. Ask me no stupid question like that. Think I'm going to answer your question. No, you don't answer my question. Ask your mama to answer it. Well, ask me no damn questions like that. I can insult whoever the hell I want to when I'm telling them to do the right thing. Because when they do the right thing, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them their props. But if you think you're going to flat out lie to my face, give me some cockamamie bull story that the Epstein file, this was all in, they didn't destroy a whole, there's way worse stuff in the Epstein files that's been destroyed. Trust me on that one. Because it's better to say that files got destroyed than to tell you what's really in those files. Epstein had video galore. Remember when the FBI went to Jeffrey Epstein's house the first time? They had a search warrant. They said, we didn't have a search warrant for the other videotapes and CDs, so we have to come back. When they came back, oh, they were gone. You don't say. I'm just starting to question the sanity of Donald Trump. I really am. I'm starting to question the sanity of him. If somebody tried to shoot me twice, escaped my ear, tried to lock me up 4 different courts, I'm not trusting any of those SOBs. None of them. And he should be looking sideways at J.D. Vance unless he's in on it. Unless Trump is in on it, right? Because no matter how successful he is, you see, this is what people don't understand. I see all these people like Clay and Buck and the rest of them. I'm glad. I want us to be. I already told you that this is going to be the most great financial year that America's ever seen, but that don't mean it's going to last. Babylon was once great. Egypt was once great. The Roman Empire was once great. The Assyrians was once great. Britain was once the superpower, right? Every dog has his day. And if you think that you can keep on sowing this kind of corruption, protecting a bunch of pedos and perverts, and nothing's going to happen to you, you are in for a rude awakening. I want to show you, they were outside the house, the mayor's house, and they were telling him that he was a fraud. You just not figuring out, dumbasses? This freaking dude admitting he was a freaking communist. What are you talking about? There's no such thing as a socialist, a Democrat socialist, whatever he called himself. It's ridiculous. I want to get it because it's his mother. Is that the
caring for?
No, that's that crazy Elizabeth Warren. But his mother, what did I do with his mother's clip? I had it right here somewhere. It's not it. It's not it. What the hell did I do with it? I know I saved it. Is that it? Nope.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, okay. I'll be damned. What did I name that? Oh man, no, I know. Let me look at something. I thought I named it something different, but Let's see, what did I call that? I be having so many clips, sometimes I be forgetting what the hell I named them. Okay, I think I know now. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So this is his mother. She's a communist piece of trash. So is his daddy too. Now, some people are saying that he may be the son of Jeffrey Epstein because his mother was going out there with him. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, you just never know.
That's right. We know about your mom. Now listen, we was with you, Zoran. We voted for you, Zoran. We advocated for you, Zoran. We advocated for you. You ain't getting up and get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Zoran. Shame, Zoran. Shame. 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 Shame.
Yeah, y'all can't be surprised that a man who was telling y'all that he's not going to uphold the Constitution, that y'all stupid enough to believe him. My man, Patrick J. McCarron. You're right, Patrick. You've been saying it for a while, brother. He says, thank you. Trump lost credibility. Keeping business as usual at the Justice Department is run by communists. Facts. That is a fact. And if you look at the latest, is that the fellow that named Todd, is it Blanche? He's the second in command over the DOJ. He fired Ed Martin because he didn't really want him investigating the first damn place. I think he actually fired him when the new year came in, but we didn't even know about it. And the sad part about this, I forgot the guy who broke the story. But he was fired because remember they forced him out when he was investigating something else. But now he's been fired over at the DOJ because it's ran by Pam Bundy and this Todd Blanche, I think that's his name. These people, boy, I'm telling you, the corruption of these damn people, it just knows no end. And then they'll get mad because you don't believe the lies that they're telling. No, I don't believe you. Hell, am I supposed to believe you for? And they keep, now they're talking about the American Act gonna be brought to the fore. Y'all need to lock up some of these people. The reason you don't keep getting stonewalled because you won't lock them up. That's the problem. Ain't nobody going to jail. If you start locking these damn people up, they wouldn't be able to hinder you. How is it possible that Pam Bundy is still over the DOJ? That's the question I like to know. How is it possible that Cash Patel, in case you came in later, let me play Cash Patel's statement again. I'm gonna have to go get some of Pam Bundy's statements too, when she was lying about the files. But here is, let me pull up Cash Patel. You remember when he said this? All the files that's been dropped prove that Cash Patel was lying.
Anyone did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
You hear that? They said that Dan Bongino has relaunched his podcast and he defends Trump on Epstein files. Of course he did. Let me go over there. You freaking, boy, these people are such frauds. But people be keep them, they go, this is my friend. He's my friend. I can't criticize my friend. That's your problem is. Because your friend is lying to you, too stupid to know it. As soon as my friend lied to me, I don't give a damn if he's my friend. I could be knowing you 50 years. I'm going to call you on that. You can, matter of fact, you can ask my friends who've been knowing me for 50 years and ask them, don't I call them? I said, bull crap, clown you. Where you get that crap from? Don't come to me lying about that bull crap. I don't give a damn how long I've been knowing you. But I want to show you this Pam Bundy here. I want to get over here and say Pam Bundy and the hostage who's been freed. He was a hostage for like 10 months. Dan Bongino was. He's been freed there. We're running this power. Okay, listen to this. Look at this right here. This is what Jack Straw did. Now, I don't know how accurate it is. He said, Pam Bundy is literally registered a foreign lobbyist on behalf of Qatar. Here's the statement right here. Pam Bundy and Mr. James Rubin, key personnel, should be personally and substantially engaged in delivery of service. See, she is registered, according to this document. That's why she can't do nothing. I bet that girl can, I ain't gonna say it. I'm trying to keep it clean. Okay, here's this slow talking skank.
I want to know why AG Garland and the Justice Department are so quiet on this tonight. You know, they're out.
This is before she got in office.
They're labeling parents domestic terrorists, yet they're saying nothing about this. And these documents were so slow to come out. Human trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar business in this country, and Jeffrey Epstein is dead, and Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for 20 years where she belongs. And if people in that report are still fighting to keep their names private, Sean, they have no legal basis to do so unless they're a child, a victim, or a cooperating defendant by some chance against some potential case against Ghislaine Maxwell. And I think Mark Garagos is a great criminal.
Did you hear that? Now, this is Pam Bundy before she was in office. When Merrick Garland was still the head of the DOJ, she says all names, unless it's victim, should come out. Now, somebody should ask this freaking see you next Tuesday, why did she hold these files so long? No, she was not tricked. It's a joke. I'm going to tell you, it was tricked when she told those people to show up. All those people from the social media platform showed up and she gave them empty binders with trash in there. She was talking tough then. This is number one of these a Republican whore. She was with the Bushes. She was with John McCain. She loved these rhino Republicans. And Donald Trump hired her. That girl must be a damn good head surgeon. That's all I got to say. I mean, because it ain't no other reason you can give me. Now, look at the clip of Dan Bongino right here. This is Dan Bongino. It says, Dan Bongino relaunches podcast, defends Trump on Epstein. This is a free. You got no credibility, you freaking clown, you. You need to cut the rest of your hair off because your hairline is receding there. Go ahead and cut it off, fella. Let me click on that. Let me see what he's saying here.
One problem was never going to please everyone. The person I thought at the time who nailed what the issues were with this was our good friend Mike Davis. I'll play the CNN one, the clip next, but throw up Davis's tweet. There were a ton of problems with this. There was grand jury material. There was he put this out. He's anyone who rapes kids deserves the death penalty. Amen. Here's the problem with the Epstein mess. The FBI doesn't have the evidence many thought it did. I want to see the files, folks. I said, don't let it go. I meant it. We got elected. We looked at it. The file was not what was in there, was not what we thought would be in there. There are not tapes with powerful men raping kids. There is not a list.
What about all the emails? What about the FBI documents that shows that Harvey Weinstein was fingering an underage girl while Jay-Z was right there? That's in the file. You never brought that up, though. Y'all said there wasn't nothing else in there. And tell me this right here, Mr. Dan Bongino, since you're so damn smart, trying to get us to back up off this, could somebody please ask Dan Bongino, how is it that Prince Andrews has been kicked to the curb? If he wasn't doing anything, why is he being excommunicated? That's the question somebody may need to ask. Why is he being excommunicated if he didn't do anything wrong? Please do tell.
Epstein's Rolodex was already public. The file's largely unreleasable for many reasons, including grand jury material, which they're moving to get a lot of that out. Court records under seal, child pornography that was downloaded from the internet. You can read the rest of it. Protection of victims. We obviously don't want victims' names out there. Here's another one. Wait, keep that up for a second. Double or triple hearsay. You're seeing it now. You're seeing on Twitter, like this guy said, Joey Bag of Donuts, cut this woman with a razor or what.
We're not talking about that. I just showed you files. As a matter of fact, so why didn't you guys investigate Peter Thiel then? Because Peter Thiel was communicating with Jeffrey Epstein. And why did it take so long? Because you remember, they said there were no more files at first. They released Millions of files. So somebody needs to ask Dan Bongino, if they had nothing to hide, why didn't y'all release all the files? You guys were running the FBI. Pam Bundy was running the DOJ. So you tell me that your underlings was resisting you guys from getting the damn files out? Is that what you're telling me? Because that don't make any damn sense if you ask me. So they were, the people that you were in charge of was stopping you from getting the damn files out. Is that what you want me to believe? Dan Bongino is a fraud, man. He actually thinks somebody believes this. What a clown now. You turn a complete clown to me now. Dan Bongino is a complete clown. And Pam Bundy with her slow talking self. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I got this other Pam Bundy. Let me see if this is the one. Yeah, they on her desk. All right. Oh, that's good because they showing the pictures I just talked about. Let me get back over to this Pam Bundy. She ain't worth nothing. It's got to be something else she does good because this ain't it.
I talked to Virginia Giuffre, who was the one who accused Prince Andrew of raping her. And, she's just said that these are basically her court documents made public. It's rehashing old material. It's flight logs that we've already seen before. It's, the little black book. It's a lot of information that's already been in the public domain. I have 2 podcasts on Jeffrey Epstein. I've gone through these files. There is not much new in there. She says that when she went to the FBI's offices with her lawyer, Sam Pottinger, that she saw videos, caches. She saw photos that she had to confirm were pictures of her, and they've never been released to the public.
And they will never be released either. Here's the files right on on Pam Bundy's desk. Yeah. Look at this. They got these freaking morons to go over here and come out here holding these damn files. They made a fool of y'all. And then some of these are the same people who be still following on Twitter telling us that they reporting news. No way Pam Bundy is tricking me because I know I can't trust her. Now, and after Pam Bundy lied to them, they didn't still attack her because they want to be friends, because they want to have access to Pam. Give a damn about no access to Pam. I don't give a damn. Because I'm going to talk about her like she needs to be talked about. She's not going to get no respect. Remember this?
No, the FBI, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of
tens of thousands of videos. Did you get that part?
Epstein with children or child porn. There are hundreds of victims.
Okay.
And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement, but I'll call him later and find out.
She hasn't seen that statement. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the problem I have with a whole lot of this. Because when we first heard about the fraud going on in Minneapolis, all of a sudden, all the protests broke out. Chaos broke out everywhere. Crazy people that the NGOs and these financing folks with the deep state was financing these people to go down and riot. And the Trump administration let them get away with it for too damn long. And then this Renee Good got shot. Then this Alex fella got shot. That's on them. I don't care. You're not going to make me care about that. They got themselves shot. And so they use that as a smoke screen. And now nobody's really talking about the fraud down there. Somebody down there in Minneapolis, starting with Tim Walz, starting with the AG down there, starting with that little crazy mayor who's always hopping around talking in Somalian. None of those people have been held accountable. Just like Anthony Fauci and everybody else, crackhead Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, nobody's been held accountable. Just like the whole, when they was talking about the Ukraine. When Ukraine first happened, I said the whole thing is a setup. And you do remember when Ukraine was going on, Joe Biden had already admitted that he got the prosecutor fired. And the prosecutor was investigating the same company that Hunter Biden was on the board of with no experience. And the Republicans let him get away with it. You know why I think the Republicans let him get away with it? And that's including James Comer, that clown now. Because if you start exposing all the Democrats, some of your dirty laundry is going to come out too. And I believe that some of these people had a bunch of dirty laundry. And they didn't want this information to come out. Now they're pretending like they wanted the damn information to come out. If you wanted the information to come out, it came out. They leak all kind of information on whoever they want to leak it on. But now all of a sudden, this information didn't come out. Hunter Biden was the bag man, a crackhead. We had a computer with all the crackheads' dealings, all his father's dealings, his mother, his uncles, and everybody was right there. You will never have that much information on a president and his family ever again in this life. Because Hunter Biden was so out there with crack, this boy was so cracked out that he left the damn computer at the damn shop. Most crackheads be too paranoid to go drop off anything. But see, he was such a bold crackhead because he'd been doing crack for so long. He said, Daddy can get me out of it. Republicans refused to make him testify. They let the clock run out until Joe Biden pardoned him. And now I'm supposed to believe the Republicans are going to do something. They're not going to do a damn thing but run their freaking mouth. And Donald Trump needs to quit putting this information out on Truth Social. You the president. Why are you putting out? Just go do something. Fire Pam Bundy then. If nothing, Omar should have been under prison by now. Big Tish James. I mean, can we open back up the investigation of Eric Sewell, the fellow who's running for governor, even though he don't even have a residence in California? He's running for governor, which is illegal. But laws don't matter. Law don't go around here, law dog, as Ike from Tombstone would say. Law don't go around here, law dog. It's obvious that they care nothing about the law. But I bet you and I better not do none of this. You and I better not do none of this. These people have broken every law you can possibly name. People like Mitch McConnell, that freaking ugly snapping turtle. I wish he'd fall again. I really do. These people have gotten filthy rich. Their family has gotten rich. They've broken every law you can name. They've evaded taxes. Anything you can name, they've already done it. Now, one single person, if you had did 100,000 of what these people have done, they'll crawl up you with a magnifying glass. But they do it, and then they'll start saying, well, we have to go through this judge. F the judge, and lock up the judge if you have to. Can't get a simple indictment. They run up in a church, interrupt service, and now you let the people out of jail without even having to post bond. I bet they better not run up in a gay function and stop it. They better not run up in a freaking mosque, because if the Democrats in charge, they'll throw the book at you. Look what they did to the January 6th people. We ain't give you no trial, and then we'll abuse you while you're in jail. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. I have no respect for weak, pathetic leaders who let the other party run over them. I can't stand it. They have walked all over y'all. And all they got to do is make one little threat to these people and they just melt. But I was going to do it, but they playing they was going to give me some kind of strike. I wasn't going to have no friends on the internet. So I didn't really want to talk about it. Somebody needs to give me a good explanation on why nobody's being prosecuted yet. Unless they all are in cahoots. Now, I don't want to hear anything about we couldn't get an indictment. If you can indict a ham sandwich. Hell is you talking about? If you wanted these people locked up, damn it, they'll get locked up. I don't hear nothing about you can't get them locked up. I'm not buying that. I mean, we got Eric Sewell who slept with a Chinese spy. The dude slept with a Chinese spy. Can't make this up. Hillary Clinton had a server in the restroom. And the only reason she had a server in the restroom, according to Uma, who used to be her girlfriend, said that Hillary didn't want you to know what was on there. We still know what was on there. The FBI knows, but they won't tell us because they destroyed the evidence. They let Hillary destroy the evidence. They went with a phony Russian collusion investigation for about 3 years, 4 years maybe. They knew it was a lie when they was doing it. But if you got on social media, it was stopping Twitter and YouTube and Facebook from posting stuff. Facebook still blocks me today. YouTube still shut. When I go live on a main station, Ask the Doctor of Common Sense, even my moderators don't even get a notification. Ask yourself why. Right now, I think I'm at about 33,000 subscribers, which is a joke. You already know it's a joke. My own subscribers don't get a notification when I get ready to post a video or when I go live. Now, ask yourself why. Why would somebody who's got less subscribers, I don't even have as many subscribers as I used to have. Why would they be so concerned about what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself that question. They don't block other people. The most perverted stuff they can say online. They don't block them. All their people get notifications. Why is that? Because they can't buy me. They can't intimidate me. And they get upset because they can't do none of that. They can't infiltrate nothing because I don't trust nobody. They can't infiltrate nothing because I'm skeptical of everyone now. I mean, these people be infiltrating every damn button. Now I think J.D. Vance is a plant. I do. The ridiculous answer he gave for this Peter Thiel is absurd answer. He gave you all this money, helped you produce your movie for Netflix, and paid you to get elected, but he don't want nothing in return. Fool, please. Unless you gay, he wants some booties. I don't know. I mean, because no billionaire is bankrolling you unless he wants something. I mean, can you believe they actually tell us stuff with a straight face and want us to believe it? No, I don't believe it. No, I don't. And so we got to give them opportunity. That's what y'all told me about Pam Bundy. I already told y'all what she was going to do. When she first got elected, I said, it's over. She's not going to do nothing. I said it when she first got elected. Some people came on and tried, you need to give her an opportunity. We gave her opportunity. What happened? Sure enough did. Gave her an opportunity. Now, somebody needs to explain to me this particular email that I showed you, or this document from the FBI. Could somebody please ask Pam Bundy, Kaz Patel, and Dan Bongino, since he ain't on that no more. Dan Bongino, what does this email with this document from the FBI, an official document, says that Harvey Weinstein was fingering some girl while Jay-Z was sitting right there? What does that mean? Because according to them, wasn't nobody else in the file who had done anything wrong but Jeffrey Epstein. Why was people giving him large sums of money and they weren't doing any business with him? Why was all these people going to him, giving him money, hanging around, giving him emails, and he wasn't giving anything in return because they didn't do any business with him? Big Titty Bill Gates didn't do any business with him, besides the little Russian hooker who gave him a venereal disease. Was it gonorrhea? I don't know if it was the claps. It was the herpes. What was it? He doesn't even say. He just wanted some antibiotics, according to the documents. But the reason, I want to know the real reason that the Trump administration didn't want these files coming out. Because the inquiring minds would like to know. Whenever somebody is afraid to let something come out, see, when somebody says, if you don't do such and such, I'm going to let this stuff go out. If you got nothing to hide, you say, I don't care, let it come out. Who gives a damn about that? I don't give a damn about that. Who cares? If you got nothing to hide, who cares? These people have been in office. They all get richer going in office. I mean, for the love of God, Omar married her brother, and she's worth about anywhere from $30 to $40 million. How can she become that rich being a freaking representative that fast? She had a fake winery, no investigation in that. All this voter fraud that went on, nobody went to jail for that. They destroyed people. See, this is why if I was somebody, I wouldn't even, if I was already rich, I would not waste my money and go and jump behind Donald Trump because he'll let them destroy you. Rudy Giuliani got destroyed helping Donald Trump. What did he get in return? Nothing. They will destroy you, and Donald Trump will just let him because he'll stick with Pam Bundy and everybody else. I'm already wealthy. I'm not going to put behind you and let them destroy my business to help you because you're not going to help me when they come after me. If Donald Trump don't want to prosecute nobody for himself, you should prosecute him for all the people's lives they destroyed, the people who were supporting you. Look at Mr. the My Pillow guy. Look how they tried to destroy that man's business for supporting Donald Trump. And you're going to just let your friends be done like that? I don't want to be your friend. If you're going to let them treat me like that and you got the power to do something about it and you don't do nothing about it, I got a problem with that. You should do it for your friends if you're not going to do it for your damn self. J.D. Vance is suspect. I'm going to look at him a different way every time now. I had already given up on Cash Patel and Pam, but that's a joke. I don't care what Dan Bongino said at this point. You're a fraud now. See, all these people who have jumped on the bandwagon, and this is why I'm going to tell you this right here. When you allow somebody that they can made you rich, and then now you want to come talk trash about them after you got rich off of them, you go give all the money they gave you back? Because you can't get rich and you was on their platform and you did all this, and then all of a sudden now you say, well, I don't got nothing to do with giving the money back then. You knew there was a fraud when you was doing it, but they were paying that good money, and most people will say anything for the right amount of money. They will. Clever and I was watching a crime show. As a matter of fact, if you have not subscribed to Clever and I's, me and Clever's channel, we did put 2 videos up. The Doc and Clever Experience. I think my man Steak has dropped our link. We'll drop it again. We did a great cooking video. Clever did the cooking. And then we did a little thing about, a little skit about talking about why does it take Clever or women so long to actually order food. And we did that. Now we're going to do a good one right here. It's one on the crime shows. We're going to do that. I think we're going to do it Thursday or Friday. We're going to do that. We're going to upload that one right there. It's good. But Clever and I was watching this crime show. I can't remember which one it was. But this woman put out an ad in the newspaper. And that particular ad said this: looking for a wealthy, rich man to pamper and take care of me, and I'll take care of them. What do you mean? You want to be a hooker? Because in this dumb jackass man answered the ad, and she told him what she wanted to do. She wanted him to be a trick. She had a boyfriend on the side while she was tricking. She was embezzling money from him, and they killed this fool. He actually got killed by the woman whose ad he answered, but he got what he deserved because she told you what she was about before you went and spent your money with him, damn fool. And this fool went and answered the ad and moved her in. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. But see, that's how it works. Some people, you can just bump their heads and they'll see you just bump their head again. You may bump my head one time, but damn it, you won't bump it again. These fools be getting their head bumped over and over again till somebody flatline to them and they'll say, I'm just going to trust them because they're my friends. I like them. They once took a picture with my kids. Acting like they're 3 years old, so I believe in Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town. I mean, they be acting like little bitty kids or something. I don't give a damn. Once I find out you look me right in my face and lie, I don't care what nobody said. I'm gonna look at you a whole different way. When you do the right thing, like when somebody does the right thing, I'm gonna say they did the right thing, but I still don't trust them. I'm not gonna lie on them. I'm just gonna say I reported it because they did something good, but I still don't trust them. I've been looking at everybody suspicious, including Donald Trump, ever since he made that statement. He got all bent out of shape behind the Epstein files. Why you all bent out of shape? People tried to kill you when that upset. Why you this upset? You got something to hide? Nobody should get that upset because somebody wants you to bring out the files you said you was going to bring out. Remember before J.D. Vance got in there, he was all for them files coming out. Pam Bunny was all for the files coming out, but none of them wanted the files to really come out because the files really exposed them. And then they're gonna tell you, notice that the Democrats not even talking about the files no more because the Democrats never wanted the files to come out anyway. That was a smoke screen. Everything that the government does now is a smoke screen. If they have a bunch of riots and stuff going on here, they're doing something over here. This is watch this over here while I'm really doing all this over here. Don't look at over here. Pay attention over here. I'm making a bunch of noise. That's what they'll do. And if they're releasing the Epstein files right now, I guarantee they're doing some dirty behind the scenes as we speak. The only reason they give you information is so they can get you focused on that, because they're doing something. I like to know what they're doing right now behind the scenes. Because when they were doing the riot in Minneapolis, it was so upset. Notice they're not talking about that. Then they said it was going to go to LA or California to do the fraud. They started rioting down there. Because for some reason, the Trump administration is too damn stupid to go after the people who's financing these people. Most of the protests stop if you just go after the people who are doing the money. Seize their banking account. I don't give a damn if they're citizens or not. They're financing freaking riots. So if you go stop them from doing that, you ain't got to worry about these damn fools out here in the streets. Don Lemon won't be out here in the damn streets. The sissy wanted to get freaking arrested any damn way. And then the lady from Black Lives Matter, that dumb heifer, talking about she felt like a slave. Girl, you know what a slave is? These people use such hyper language to pretend like they being enslaved. Do you know what they did to the slaves? If they wanted a slave to breed somebody, they say, you're going to sleep, but we need to breed you. We need to get some more children in here. We'll take your wife and go sell her to another master down the street. What are you talking about? You a slave? You got me. You live in a gated community and talking about you a slave, stupid. It's worse than LeBron James, a.k.a. LeBron James, acting like he's a freaking slave or something. Nigga, you worth $300 or $400 million. Hell is you talking about a slave? That's a slave. I want to sign. What do I sign up to be a slave? I like to sign up to be a damn slave, but that means my damn thing is not charging. Just realized this damn thing wasn't charging. Oh, my battery's about to go out. I just realized that. All right, I got to check out because I didn't realize my battery wasn't plugged in. It's about to go out. Good night out there, Common Sense Nation. I got to get out of here now before it cuts out. Now it won't let me shut it off.